for a prosecutor to say. They can say, I believe your client committed very serious crimes because
Right.
here's exactly what
Right.
he did.
Right.
But his status as a human being is
Right.
not the prosecutor's job to
Well, these
sit
are probably
judgment.
prosecutors that feel safe enough to share that with me. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to give any names. I wouldn't ever.
Right.
I'm just saying that's like we have a blame, shame, and judgment culture.
Right.
And I'm seeing it the likes. There's a guy named Dan Carlin has a hardcore history podcast. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it or any of the listeners, but Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, one of the series was called Supernova in the East.
Mm-hmm.
But it talked about how did the Japanese Imperial Empire end up as an Axis power in World War II after having been one of the Allied powers and will probably, considerably successful in World War I with very few losses because Japan did very little in World War I.
Right.
But they gained Manchuria, they gained all
Right.
sorts of other
Gained
stuff.
a lot of ground.
But there's a connection between it that the shame culture of that kind of pre-World War II aspect. I mean, Naval Academy cadets were walking into admirals' offices and killing them because they didn't believe that they were national Japanese, like that they were Japanese national enough. I mean, just and the shame and it like there's really
Shame.
just and even like people like CEOs of businesses were being assassinated in public for being not being seen as pro-Japanese enough.
There are a lot of lawyers just being shamed for who they are.
Right.
And there are lawyers feeling that they're more important because of who they are.
Right. Right.
And we're not treating each other as just regular human beings.
The same thing that seems to be happening to our culture is happening to every aspect of our culture. Ken Wilber talks about integral theory, but he's got a couple of diagrams, so within, so without, but then so within plural, so without plural. But it's like as it seems we're having a really bad issue with shame, blame, and judgment right now.